My earpiece live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. I don't even have my earpiece. I don't know what I did with it. I think it's in the truck, actually. But I want to just address what's going on with Donald Trump. You know, I am so upset right now. Words cannot describe how infuriated I am. I'm thankful that Donald Trump is okay. I'm thankful that Donald Trump it seems to be in stable condition. He seems to be, only suffering from a graze wound. But brother, I tell you guys this, man. I have never been more upset in my life. And there are things that I want to say that I'm not going to say, and you know why I'm not going to say them. But what I will say this is that this cannot continue the way that it's going. This cannot persist with all of this violence towards Donald Trump. It just can't. It can't happen. And we need to start standing up. And right now, standing up is letting our voice be heard and doing it at the ballots. And I'm telling you, man, I am so upset that they're trying to do this to Donald Trump. We told people a while ago they tried to discredit him. They tried to call him a racist. They impeached him. They tried to put him in prison. And then you got people trying to take him out. And thank God these leftist lunatics don't have no aim. And there's nobody that's technically proficient. And he missed, or they missed, or how many other people. I don't know how many individuals were involved and how many people have been arrested. I heard that one of the people that were involved is no longer with us. And y'all have no idea how upset I am. And I know you guys are feeling the same way. I told my wife that I'm not going to say anything crazy and I'm not going to advocate for anything crazy. But what I will say is that your eyes need to be opened up because it's real. They don't want this man to be the president again. And it's not because he's bad for America. It's because the devils want to rule the country. The man did a great job his first term. And I honestly believe he should have been in office in 2020. The man is changing the country. He's fighting for America. He's the only hope we got as a presidential candidate to get America back on track. And they want to take him out. If you are not believing it now, open your doggone eyes. And I'm glad, so if you just watching this and you just tuning in, I'm glad that it appears that Donald Trump is okay. He pumped his fist in the air. They escorted him off the stage. I'm not sure if that's playing in the background, the audio on that. They escorted him off the stage. He seems to be okay. Looked like a graze wound to his ear. I'll be tuning in to get the information as it goes. I'm gonna try to stay live as these things are reported. But there has been a rare case of attempts like this in America. And Donald Trump is one of the people that they want to take out. Y'all have no idea how upset it makes me. Did you see my earpiece in the thing? No, it's not in there. Okay. Can you give me headphones? Will these work? I'm gonna try to get some information in as soon as it comes in. Nick, if we got audio on that?
Yeah, I just muted the video for it. I gotta mute it.
Okay, unmute it real quick. And we're gonna try to see what people are saying. Roll the clip. Or unmute it.
Well, I mean, I saw
I don't hear it.
all the Secret Service kind of covered Trump. They did a really good job about that, making sure he was protected, telling everyone to get down. So I think they did take a good care of making sure everyone was understanding what was going on and being serious but not freaking everybody out.
What was your initial reaction when you heard those popping noises?
To get down. Yeah, so I actually my boyfriend pushed me on the ground and went on top of me, which was really nice. But I think a lot of people were a little too shocked to understand what was going on originally, for sure. But I think everyone listened pretty well, and it was handled pretty well.
Did you see some of that commotion that was playing out on the other side of the bleacher where we saw law enforcement agents sort of swarm around another individual, or did you ultimately just rush out?
No, we were there for a minute because they did tell us to go back down again just in case. I think that was good because it helped calm people down. But I think one of the stands that I was next to, they did carry out a man, and there was another one that might have been injured. I'm not 100% sure, but definitely one at least. And on the other stand on the other side, because I was on the right.
All right, I don't want to get copywritten and they'll try to take me down. So just a little bit of information. I just I muted it. So I got to play a little bit of clip from the news every now and again. But it appears that somebody did get hurt in the stands potentially. So initially, people were thinking that this may have been some pellet gun shots or maybe some shots that came from something that wasn't an actual firearm. And now it seems as if, given the ballistics and the distance, that there had to have been a real gun involved in this situation. And thank God that these whack, weenie, soy milk eating Democrats can't shoot. And they don't have the platform, the muscle strength, the endurance, and none of that to actually get off a good shot. So thank God for that. But we stand by Trump, man. All these people going crazy and talking all this crazy stuff. I saw a lady on the news the other day talking stupid about Donald Trump. Man, Donald Trump is the last hope we got for America. And then he can do his term and we can get somebody else in there. But Donald Trump is the last hope. If we don't have Donald Trump, we don't have a country. These Democrats are going to run the country through the mother-freaking ground. I put my life on it, they will. If y'all didn't believe us the first time, we told you that Joe Biden and them had no solution for the country. If you didn't believe in us the first time, are you believing us now? I told people, don't you vote for no Joe Biden, man. Don't vote for Joe Biden. Look at what they're doing. The Green New Deal, all this stuff is going to tear this country apart. It's going to screw the economy up. And y'all didn't listen and y'all voted for that fool. Not y'all that's listening to me because all of y'all smart. I'm talking about your neighbor and that dummy that still got the mask on driving in a Tesla. Look at what they're doing. And now, do you believe us now? When Donald Trump was the president, the economy was good, America was safe, everything was trending in the right direction. Now, you didn't like his tweets, but everything was trending in the right direction. And now, why they trying to get rid of the man? Why they putting these phony charges on him? Because they can't. It's over for them. Donald Trump wins this time, it's over. I'm trying not to get upset. We better ensure that it's over. We better ensure. This country, people have died in this country to get it to this point, to have safety, security, and a freedom of religion, and all of that's going to go away if these knuckleheads stay in the power. We already know the scheme. I'm going to cut back to the news. We already know their scheme.
Shooter is dead. Also, there's more here saying that one bystander is confirmed dead and possibly a second bystander dead as well. So again, that's from the district attorney, Richard Goldinger of Butler County, telling ABC News the shooter is dead. So this is the first time that we've had any kind of confirmation from a law enforcement source that shots were fired. And now learning that there are potentially, again, according to the DA, some fatalities associated with this incident at the Trump rally in Pennsylvania. Let's go back to our Chief Justice correspondent, Pierre Thomas. Pierre, you've been talking to your law enforcement sources. This is a major event.
Well, clearly, if this information holds up from the district attorney, who is the chief prosecutor for that area.
Two people dead. Huh? Yeah, I see it.
Enhances the concern
Yeah, I'm
that
watching
law
what you're
enforcement
watching.
would have about this situation. We've been with the
So
Secret
it's real
Service in
bullets.
recent days, with working with them, looking at their.
So this person, somebody used an AR-15 or some type of a long-ranged weapon, because obviously there was follow-up shots, as you can hear in the background, and then they had to be a certain distance from the actual rally because Secret Service is protecting Trump at a certain perimeter. And if you didn't hear the reports, it's 2 other fatalities, and the shooter is no longer with us. And I'm hoping that they get to the bottom of this. I'm hoping that they figure out who did it, why they did it. And let me just say this real quick, and I'm going to come back to the news. Y'all, I don't want to get copywritten. Only Democrats do stuff like this. January 6th, January 6th, January 6th. Look at what they doing. Look at what they people do. They just like Scalise at the baseball game. Look at what they doing. A bunch of grandmas going to the Capitol and they flip it. And look at what they doing. They trying to take out our president. They're the ones that tried to get Kavanaugh at his house. If y'all don't remember, the guy went to Kavanaugh's house with a suitcase with guns in it. And then he ended up telling on himself and aborted the mission. But he went to his house because of the rhetoric of Democrats. The rhetoric of Democrats. He's a threat to democracy. We cannot have a country if we got Donald Trump. The rhetoric of the Democrats. If they can sit there and say Donald Trump's rhetoric caused J6, then their rhetoric is causing this. That's okay. Donald Trump is good. God got his back. That's okay. That's okay. You guys are going to make it more popular. The landslide is going to be even greater. The House, the Senate. Why is this happening? Because Joe Biden has no chance to win. And he's not backing down like he should. Joe Biden has no chance of winning. And they know it. It's over for the Democrats. And they know it. It's been exposed. They suck with their policies. Everything they do is crap. Then they put a dead man in office, and now the fruits of his labor is come to fruition. We can see everything that they've done. And the beginning of the end was the debate that they challenged Trump on. That was the beginning of the ending. They challenged Trump on that. Then he goes on television. Then he goes and says Zelensky is Putin. Then he goes and calls Vice President Kamala Harris Trump. Then he laughs about it and he jokes about it. Our country is on the line. Done with the playing. If you're sitting on the fence right now, get your doggone butt off the fence. Make a doggone decision. Y'all gonna make me cuss. Make a decision. You can't be in the middle no more. You see what's going on. You can't be in the middle. You don't see people doing this to Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, none of them. They're trying to take out Trump. Because once he get in office, the stuff that happened in Ukraine, and we know there's dirt in Ukraine. The deals with Ukraine is going to get exposed. What the federal government was doing to influencers like myself and others on social media, suppressing speech, what these advertisers are doing, collaborating with these conglomerate news outlets and social media platforms is going to get exposed. All these people are going to get exposed. And this man put his life on the line to fight for this country. How much more should you be doing? How much more should you turn out to vote? how much more should you guys be going out and canvassing, making phone calls, showing up? You can't just come to a rally. You need to show up to that poll. I'm gonna bring the news back so you guys can hear what's going on.
Some of this reporting that we're getting about a shooter and potential bystanders who were hurt.
Is the audio good?
Just talk more about your initial reaction. I mean, seeing this, you're running for Senate in the state of Pennsylvania. You're about to walk up on the stage. You're getting introduced by the former president, and then you hear these shots ring out and the chaos in the crowd. What was going through your mind in that moment?
Well, it takes a minute to process. People started to panic all around. You could feel, people were very scared, and so, everybody just dropped to the ground. And it felt very obvious that the president was under assault, and very much at risk. And it wasn't clear that he was okay to begin with. And then, once it started to sink in, you're thinking, are there still shooters out there? Are they going to target other people? And, it's just like these, situations. I was in the military previously. You realize over time that the facts start to come together. So you got to be careful not to draw too many conclusions early on. But I think what we all felt was a sense of, oh my Lord, everybody's in danger because there's clearly a shooter, at least one shooter in the crowd, and maybe more. And, really, I think scary for everybody who was there. And shocking, even more than scary, just shocking, because you're in the middle of this rally and it was, kind of fun and people were, enthusiastic and all of a sudden, it was turned upside down.
What does this say to you about our state of division and the politics in this country right now?
Well, I don't want to draw any conclusions before I know more about it. But, obviously it's, if you're a public official, if you're a presidential candidate and, your safety's at risk, that's scary for all of us, no matter what party you're in. And so
let me answer a couple of people that have sent the super chats in. I want to honor y'all stuff. But right now it looks like President Trump is okay. There's no indication that he is not doing okay. And these cowards can't aim, thank God. The shooter allegedly has been taken out. It appears that there was one shooter, multiple fatalities. Other people who were either behind Trump or in the vicinity of Trump were shot. And a few of them, I think it was at least two, that have passed away. I want to get to some of these super chats. I have to only do a few. If it's yellow or orange, I could do the super chat. Other than that, I have to skip it right now because I don't want to miss any of the news. Officer Tatum, crap just got real. For those who didn't believe BS was happening before, does this have your attention now? Listen and wake up, people. And that's from David. Thanks so much for the super chat. Chris, thanks so much for joining and becoming a member. I'm right there with you, B. It brought tears to my eyes. Tanya, thank you so much. Sherry, thank you for the super chat. Extreme J7. Was the lady directly behind him okay? The face of defiance against the establishment. Praying for Trump and the country. Amen and amen. Okay, everybody else, thank you so much for the super chats. Love wins, Jesus saves. Thank you, Traveling Nomad. Appreciate it. Let's see. Marquise, I think it's Marqueso. God bless Trump. Hope for a speedy recovery. 1,000%. I think I got everybody. No, some more people here. No, I think I got everybody. Let's see. It says, if anybody out there has ever had a bad thought, then protect yourself and unplug for the day. We don't need bad things, period. Protect the mental health because we need people to be rational. Just cause I'm free. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, I want to endorse that comment as well. Do not get in your feelings and try to take matters in your own hands and do anything crazy or advocate for anything crazy. I know what it feel like though, right? There's a part of me that's frustrated, and it crossed my mind that it's on now. That's what the first thing I told my wife. We were eating and we had to get the stuff to go because we got to get out here and we got to talk to the people. It's on now. I think people have to understand that it's on. It's on. Let me see. I don't think that this was a hit or just a random incident. Oh, no. Do you think that it was a hit or a random incident? No, I think it was a hit. I think somebody came there. They pre-planned it for them to evade Secret Service and for them to get to that point. You know, they must have strategically planned this. They knew where he was going to be at. They had to set up somewhere where Secret Service couldn't see him. This was definitely a planned assassination. Elon just endorsed Trump. Somebody said, breaking news, Elon Musk just endorsed Trump. If you could throw that on the screen, that'd be good. But if you can't, don't worry about it. Elon Musk just endorsed Trump. Let me just say this. Trump is going to raise more money than ever before. Trump's popularity is going to increase by at least 3 times. Everybody see what they're doing to this country. Even Elon Musk. I heard Elon Musk the other day is dumping a ton of money to help Donald Trump win. Let me get back to the news and we can see what they're saying right now real quick.
Well, we're going to be seeing a lot more digging into the suspect, the shooter who we have been told has passed. We're going to be looking to find out where he has been, find out where he obtained the weapons that he used, looking into phones and computers.
That's not
and
true. It's not real.
His online engagement. We know
No, I doubt it.
just
No way.
historically the last
No way the
10
headline is real.
years, most mass attacks, most lone actor attacks.
I know because they silly. They know way that's real.
radicalize online. They spend a lot of time online. They plan their attacks
CNN wrote
from various sites online. So
my wife is showing me some that Marjorie Taylor Greene shared. It could be real. I don't think it's real. The CNN headline says that Donald Trump is rushed off of stage after Secret Service rushed him off stage after he fell. But I don't think that's a real headline. I couldn't imagine them being that stupid to write. They could retract that immediately. Let's see. K. Nathan, thank you so much for the super chat. If you shoot at a former United States president, you are throwing away your citizenship and now is a terrorist. 100%, and they should put you to death. Easy. That's not even a question. I heard from a good online source that it was an Antifa member.
That's a real headline.
When did they publish that? So I guess my wife showed me it was a real headline.
15 minutes ago.
15 minutes ago, CNN posted. Can you send that to Nick so we can pull up on the screen? We got a couple super chats coming in. Let me make sure I'm back here. This is a setup so they can blame it on the AR-15. They can blame it on these Democrats. Yeah, somebody says CIA attempt. I don't know, man. I really do think the CIA is probably a lot more proficient than these little weenies that try to go out and do stuff like this. If you're just now joining in, I want to give everybody an update. Donald Trump seems to be okay. They say none life-threatening injuries is what they said. To see him pump his fist in the air, see him walk off the stage, that to me is encouraging. Is that the title of this right here? Did my wife send it to you? They may have taken it down. That's what she sent. Yeah. Just, baby, send him a screenshot of it because this is what it pulled up. Huh?
That's a real headline too.
Yeah, you guys can't see. You guys can't see what I'm looking at.
Oh, there it is.
But my wife had just sent me a thing from CNN. 2 headlines from CNN. One was 2 minutes ago, and it reads, Trump injured in incident at rally. Trump injured in incident at rally. Y'all had no idea. The other one was Trump, Secret Service rushed Trump off stage after he fell. No mention that clearly there was gunshots. Clearly. Don't make me get mad. My wife, that was right. I was wrong. Marjorie Taylor Greene is sharing it. Text David, baby. Let's see. Pagasso, thank you so much for the super chats. 3-letter agencies was involved. How else could someone get that close? But, man, God is either on his side or homeboy a bad shot. God bless Trump. It's time for everyone to fight in this country. Let's see. what was their only option left? Biden is clearly declining. Trumped up charges and witch hunt, 100%. Democrats set this up so now they can use the AR-15. I think I read that one. Christy, thanks so much for the super chat. Russia, China don't want Trump to win. Just think about it. Now the feds have grounds to Gretchen Whitmer. It's playing in the background. Hold on a second. Now the Fed have grounds to Gretchen Whitmer, Biden, and blame it on MAGA retaliation. All right, I'm reading the chats. Thank y'all for the super chats. And hit the like button. Hit the like button if you're watching this. We got about 16,000 people watching live. Hit the like button, because I want this to travel and for everybody to be updated on the news. So if you're just now jumping in, Donald Trump appears to be okay. He seemed like he had a flesh wound to his ear. A few people are deceased from other follow-up shots that missed Trump and hit them. The shooter is now deceased.
Another headline says Trump speech interrupted by Secret Service.
I guess CNN put another one out that Trump's speech is interrupted by Secret Service. They're not even mentioning that it was an attempt on his life. They're not mentioning that it was an attempt on his life. Jana Fry, thank you so much for joining the Tatum Squad. And just so you guys know, the people that are on the Tatum Squad, I'm going to give everybody that are members on the Tatum Squad an option to be Tatum Plus members for free. I'm going to send you a link. You can join the Tatum Plus for free, just so you know. So anybody that's joining the Tatum Squad, you'll be on Tatum Plus for free. Let's see. Now we all need to go to the White House and protest. I think that, I don't know if the White House is the place to do it, but I think that people need to mobilize. In Arizona at 6 p.m., everybody's going to the Capitol in Arizona to speak, to let their voices be heard related to what happened tonight. Will I get jumped wearing a MAGA hat? Should I go Second Amendment? 100%. You don't go nowhere without the Second Amendment. I'm Second Amendment all day. If I go to the thing, I got it on me. Barton, thanks so much for the super chat. This definitely is an inside job. It's very crazy. Cindy, thanks so much for the joining the Tatum Squad. You so welcome to the Tatum Squad. This is crazy. Again, I know people are jumping in. I'm seeing hundreds of people jump in at one time. If you're just now getting in, Donald Trump is okay, allegedly. You see blood from his ear, he pumping his fist in the air. Donald Trump seems to be okay. Nick, what's this clip that I'm looking at? Oh, okay. All right, let's make it full screen if you can. All right, I'm gonna put this on the screen because I'm telling you, and I don't like that this happened. Okay, I got it. I don't like that this happened, but I really do think that this would happen to Donald Trump is gonna make his popularity grow more because we all see what's going on. So as you can see, Elon Musk has endorsed Donald Trump. It says right here from X, his verified account, I fully endorse President Donald Trump and hope for a rapid recovery. That's the richest man in the world endorsing Donald Trump. Now we need Joe Rogan to come out and endorse Donald Trump. Joe Rogan, if you're listening to me, you know what it is. You know what they're doing. And we need everybody in America to keep it real and endorse the man that can make this country a better place. Let's see. I'm looking at some of the comments. We still checking out the news. Thank y'all all for joining the Tatum Squad. The Lad C5, thank you for joining the Tatum Squad. Appreciate it. Let's go back to the news, Nick, if you can. Let's see. A whole bunch of people super chatting. I can't keep up with you guys. Let's see. Thanks for covering it. Trump 2024. I appreciate it, Cody Hall. And Jamie, thanks so much for joining Tatum Squad. Knight, thank you so much for joining Tatum Squad. What do you say, baby?
My friend Stephanie sent me this. Now I'm going to go on X and see if it's real, but they're saying this.
Yeah, I don't think somebody could have had that. That's probably a Trump sniper. Whatever you get, sweetheart, just send it to Nick so we can put it on the screen. Somebody said it could have been a high-powered paintball gun. You know, let me think. Well, other people have died, so we know now that it's not a paintball gun because there's other people that have been killed. Let me go back to the news and see what the updates are at this point.
Brad Garrett, stand by. Again, we're still waiting on some more information here, but I do want to just, forgive me, I'm going to bring you back for just a follow-up question on that exact point, whether they're looking to see if this was a lone actor, if others may have been involved, as I'm still getting information right now. But from the law enforcement perspective, one thing that I thought was interesting there, and we talked about this with John Carl earlier, is it's not just the Secret Service, right? You have multiple law enforcement agencies on the ground at these major events, and Secret Service takes the lead, but they're all working together. We saw some of them come up onto the stage in tactical gear and long guns. How do those partnerships play out in the minutes, the hours, and the days after an event of this magnitude?
So certainly during the event itself, you're exactly right. The Secret Service only have so many people. And
yeah, I can talk more to that. You know, I was on a SWAT team, and I was never a part of a presidential protection unit, but I know how tactically we work with the FBI, we work with Secret Service to do a lot of other stuff. And so obviously you have a contingency of a SWAT operation from the municipal police or the sheriff. And they set up, they rehearse everything. That's why it's so bizarre that something like this could happen at a rally, simply because beforehand, the local SWAT team, if they're worth their salt, they're going out, they're surveilling the area. They got snipers like this. Snipers are on the roof. I don't know how somebody could have shot Trump unless it was a rogue person or somebody popped up out of the crowd and they fired a couple shots. The snipers, were able to see where the shots were coming from. They got him, or the guy got himself. But in a situation like this, you have Secret Service that have a detail that's closest to Trump. Then you have everybody layered in with municipalities, right? You have the local police or you have the sheriff. They're either doing perimeter. Any tactical team is going to have a tactical contingency set up. Secret Service and everybody is all aware of it. I'm pretty sure that they rehearsed this to some degree together. You know what Secret Service is going to do. They know what you're going to do. So there's no crossfire situation. Let me go back to some of these super chats because I appreciate you guys super chatting. Let me go. George Soros was behind. I just like in 2016, Anaheim, California, when a violent riot occurred there, it was proven that it was George Soros funded. All right, let's go to another one. Jeremy, thanks so much for the super chat. Associated Press confirmed he said he was okay. Praying that we come back to one nation under God. I agree. Brenton, this is what I was afraid of, but prayed that God protected him. 100%. God help us. The position is crazy. Willing to do anything to stop Trump. 100%. Michelle, thanks so much for joining Tatum Squad. Feel Lucky, thanks so much for joining Tatum Squad. Robert, thanks so much for joining Tatum Squad. Who else we got? Pray for Donald Trump. 100%. Man, y'all got so many on here, I can't keep up with it. Perfection. Thank you so much for joining the Tatum Squad. I mean, these people, yeah, they come out and they go, we're not for violence of any type. Y'all provoking this stuff, bro. Y'all provoking this stuff. Let's go back to the news here and see what they got going.
To the best of my knowledge, sir, is that, and again, I was hearing it from other news sources as well, but what I seen that there was blood on a couple of people. Someone was shot just like about 5 feet right behind us, to be honest with you. So we were that close. And thank God we weren't shot either.
And where were you located? We're looking at the video right now. This is the former president being brought back to his feet after those shots were fired. Were you on the stands behind Donald Trump, or were you in front of him?
If you're looking exactly at him, we'd be on the left side, actually. We were the left side of the other stands where you've seen those big TVs.
So the left side of the stands facing the president or behind the former president?
Facing the president. We were more on the sides, looking on the side of the president, so facing him.
And Leonard, let me just ask you too. Obviously, you go to we've been talking about this, the division in this country, the polarization. But here you are. Obviously, you're exercising your right to support whichever politician you believe in. And you go to an event like this, you don't expect there to be violence. What's in your heart right now?
Well, what's in the heart right now is I'm encouraging the American people to pray to Lord Jesus, because right now our country's divided. I'm a millennial generation. I'm 30 years old, and this is my first time being at a Trump rally. And the reason why I'm supporting the former president is because of the policies that he has to keep the country safe and secure
Facts.
borders and everything like that. So that's why I stand for what he stands for. And I encourage the American people to pray to Lord Jesus that we need to be.
I agree with the man saying. Somebody said that they just jumped in. If anybody's just jumping into the live stream, Trump is okay. He announced he's okay. I think it's confirmed that it was not life-threatening. As you can see behind me, he's pumped his fist. Looked like he had a graze wound to his ear. Thank God that bullet didn't go straight through the front of his head in front of the world. So Trump appears to be okay. Unfortunately, there seems to be 2 other people who had gotten shot fatally, and the shooter allegedly is fatally shot or that's no longer with us. I don't know how it happened. I don't know if the tactical team did it. I don't know if he did it to himself.
There's a video apparently him dead on the roof after he got shot. It's unconfirmed, but there's a video of it.
Yeah, send it. Let's put it up on the screen. My guy Nick is telling me, Nick the sidekick is telling me that there's a video of him potentially dead on the roof somewhere, and after he had gotten shot. Now, this is typically how this would happen, is that there are snipers that are surveilling the area. And if any one of these shots go off, they can determine what angle that the shooting is coming from. They can angle themselves in that direction. If they see somebody, they get them. So let me play the clip of what was sent to us.
We can see the guy there.
So I guess that could have been the guy.
I think they hit him because the guy looks dead.
Who went after Trump potentially. See, people are saying that that's him on the top of that roof.
We can see the guy there.
Potentially no longer with us. Now, in a situation like this, like I told you, some of you guys that are just jumping in, Donald Trump is okay. It seems to be 2 casualties of civilians that were in the crowd that was behind Trump that got hit. And it looks like the guy is on the roof. I don't want to show too much of it because I don't want them to ban me, but it looked like the guy's right there on the roof, and he probably was in a sniper position. Maybe he camped out there overnight. I don't understand how Secret Service missed it, how the tactical SWAT team missed it, how the municipality missed it. I don't know how anybody could have missed this guy on top of this roof, whether he crawled up there or whether he spent the night up there. They effed up. They effed up. Somebody messed up. And the way this normally works is that you get to a high place on a SWAT team. So anytime you're covering an event, you get to the highest point. So therefore, you can look down and you can surveil. You can see somebody coming from a distance. You can see on the top of other buildings. We used to go and canvass before we ever did events. We would go and we would canvass to make sure nobody's on the rooftops of other areas or anything like that. Nobody's hiding in bathrooms or nothing like that. We canvass. And then therefore, that's probably why they were able to get the guy, because they heard it and they could look over. They're at a high point. They see him. They address the issue. That's what I think ended up happening, but it's unfortunate it was too late. My wife was telling me that it's been over an hour and no word from the White House. Now, I heard Hakeem Jeffrey said something. Of course, these cowards have to say something. All right, thank y'all for joining the membership. We had about 60 people join the Tatum Squad membership. Everybody that joined the membership, we're going to give you a free pass to Tatum Plus, which is my platform that I'm doing. Me and my wife have a podcast on there and so on and so forth. Praying for the big guy. Boozy, thank you so much for the super chat. Sorry, I'm trying to get to your super chats. Y'all, so many people didn't super chat it. Let's see. I'm absolutely livid. This is due to all the media pushing false narratives. 100%, bro. Isaiah, thanks so much for joining the membership. Let's see. This is a battle between good and evil. It should be clear that at this point that the Democrats want to destroy this country. 1,000%. Amanda, thanks so much for joining. Let's see. Michael, thank you so much. Biden team tried cheating again. It looks like, not a fact, my opinion. 90% of America, you are done. We are done. God is on Trump's side, 100%. Thank you guys so much. Let's go back to the news to see what's going on. Hold on 1 second before we go back to the news. I want to pop this clip up here real quick. Allegedly, this is the person that could have been the one responsible for firing at Donald Trump's direction. Looked like he is no longer with us. He is gone to Satan, who's his daddy. He's probably going to meet him. And if you see this guy, when you pass, you didn't make it. All right? Let's go back to the news clip real quick. And thank y'all for joining to watch the live stream. We got about 18,000 people watching. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. If you're watching it, share it with people if you want to get the coverage. We're gonna play the news clip one more time. Let's see, hit the audio.
Was outside that perimeter. But it's true. I mean, we've said this all afternoon. It is almost impossible to completely protect someone as hard as you try.
And Martha, what you're saying and what your sources are telling you lines up with what we've been hearing throughout the night, too, from the witnesses, that they heard several pops. It sounded like gunfire. The first couple were quieter, and then like the louder shots that came afterwards, which some have suggested, including Brad Garrett, our law enforcement expert, also described as potentially law enforcement firing back at the shooter.
Exactly, and I think that is likely what will play out. We obviously have a lot to learn in the coming hours and the coming days, but that makes sense. And also, when you look at President Trump, former President Trump put his hand to his ear and hear that sound, it sounds like it was a while getting to him. So that also would tell you that it was beyond the security perimeter. And that is a big area, a wide open area. People could probably stand quite far away from there. And of course, we know there are long weapons out there.
And as we've been hearing from law enforcement tonight, they are treating this as a potential assassination attempt. Again, trying to get more information, but that's how they're treating it.
You doggone right they are.
Well, they get those extra details. Let's bring in our chief White House correspondent, Mary Bruce. And I understand that you now have a response specifically from President Biden.
The president is out with this statement, and he notes, of course, that he has been briefed on this. He is watching this unfold from his beach house in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. And the president says in this statement, I'm going to read it to you. He says, quote, "I'm grateful to hear that he's safe and doing well. I'm praying for him and his family and for all those who are at the rally as we await further information." The president goes on to say, "Jill and I are grateful to the Secret Service for getting him to safety," adding, "There's no place for this kind of violence in America. We must unite as one nation to condemn it." Of course, Whit, we know this moment comes at a point in our nation's history when political rhetoric in this country is extremely divisive, and we are already seeing this incident being politicized. Some Republicans pointing a finger at the president already, arguing, of course, baselessly that President Biden is somehow to blame for this, noting, of course, that President Biden has put at the center of this campaign the argument that Trump is a danger to democracy. But tonight, the statement from the president just now, of course, great.
Shut the front door. These silly, I want to cuss, boy. Y'all might hear me cuss one time. These people stupid. Of course, baseless. It's not baseless, man. Y'all claiming that Donald Trump's rhetoric calls J6, then the Democrats' rhetoric calls this. How are we not consistent on this? Thank y'all for the super chats and everybody that joined. Just know that you will have a free membership on Tatum Plus. So anybody that's Tatum Squad on YouTube, we'll give you a free membership on Tatum Plus. And if you're a person who already paid for both, let us know. We'll give you a refund. At least, we'll prorate the refund, because we don't want people double dipping. We want you to be a part of the YouTube channel and also be a part of Tatum Plus, which we have. And we'll hit you a link, get you a free membership on Tatum Plus. As long as you're on the YouTube Tatum Squad, we'll get you Tatum Plus. My wife is coming in with more information. Nancy, thanks so much for the super chat. Everybody that joined, we about to have 68 people that joined. Thank you for the super chat.
I'm trying to find it. There's a video on BBC interviewing a guy who watched it happen. They saw the shooter. They were trying to point him out to police and Secret Service, and no one was doing anything. Yeah, exactly. Play it. Yes.
Put it on the screen. They were saying they hear pop, 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 and they hear some loud pops as if police were retaliating. All right, we got a person that it's muted. We got a person that allegedly saw the whole thing. Oh, it was already up. I should have put the screen down. We saw a person that allegedly had saw the whole thing, and I want to play a clip of what they said they saw. I wrote a clip.
Who was here? You weren't inside the event, but you were just outside. Tell us what you saw. So we had a party here all day. You can see behind us at the Brinkles Farm and Greenhouse here. We had a party, and we all decided, hey, you know, when we hear Trump up there, we're going to walk up through the field, stand by the trees out there under the shade, and watch and listen to the rally. Right? We couldn't see him, but we could hear him. So we walked up, and probably 5 to 7 minutes of Trump speaking. I'm estimating here. I have no idea, you know. But we noticed a guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, you know, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle. We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely.
Wow.
We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? You know, like they didn't know what was going on. You know, we're like, hey, right here on the roof. We can see him from right here. We see him. You know, he's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for, 2 or 3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots rang out.
So you're certain that the shots came from that guy on the roof?
100%. 100%.
And he was up there for a couple of minutes.
He was up there.
You saw him up there for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling the police and the Secret Service?
We were telling the police. We were pointing at him for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree.
Could they see
binoculars?
Could they see him?
Probably not, because the roof, the way the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here? I mean, this is not a big place.
Did you see, I mean, obviously everyone, when the shooting started, everyone was very panicked. Did you see what happened to him at all?
Oh, yeah, they blew his head off.
Okay, sorry.
Secret Service blew his head off.
Okay, just be careful because we don't quite...
Be careful. No, tell it, brother.
They shot the guy.
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Yep.
You saw that happen?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And did you see them go up to him afterwards, or...?
They crawled up on the roof. They had their guns pointed at him, make sure he was dead. He was dead, and that was it. It was over.
That's incredibly shocking.
The guy was on the roof right there. You can see the white roof right there.
Did you get a look at him? Could you?
No, other than he was in muted colors, tan type clothing. We saw the rifle flinging around as he was trying to crawl. I mean, we saw the rifle, 100%.
Do you know about guns? Do you know what kind of weapon it was?
Oh, I absolutely know about guns, for sure. Yeah, I mean, it was a rifle of some sort. I wouldn't know, I wasn't close enough to read the label on it, but
sure.
It was a rifle of some sort. Yeah, absolutely.
So, how do you process what you've just seen?
I don't know what to say, man. All I'll tell you is, if I walked up close to there with anything that Secret Service considered a problem, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you right now. But I don't know why a guy who we're standing there pointing out, the police and Secret Service, is crawling up the roof.
Copywritten? Yeah, you still hear me? Yeah, we were playing a clip from the BBC. It says that I went offline, but I'm probably fine. Am I still on? Okay. As long as you guys can still hear me, it looks like my computer went offline or something like that. Oh, dude, I think it ended it. Am I still on? Oh, yeah, stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on with this? If I'm still live, y'all can hear me hit the like button and put some comments in there. I'm wondering why. Okay, I see it now. It's still good. The stream is good. Yeah, my computer went completely black. So anyway, you guys saw that this gentleman was explaining that he saw the whole thing happen. If you guys are just now tuning in, this gentleman right here said that he saw a man climb up on the white shed, which was the video we shared earlier. And he said he saw the guy was in camo, saw the guy had a rifle. He was pointing, hey, this guy's over here. Secret Service, he don't know if Secret Service saw him. But then he said that eventually Secret Service saw him. A couple shots was fired at Trump, then Secret Service took him out. and then went up on the roof and made sure that he was no longer with us. And so shout out to the brother right here for giving us the good information. And so the information is just coming out, man. I'm going to be here with you guys to try to help us make it through with all of the breaking news and everything that's going on. Trump is gonna do it now. This is a White House statement. I'll play the White House statement here in a second. I need to say it says it needs to be said. So thank you so much for the super chat. I think it's Dead Walk. There was 8 shots that you can hear in the video. Several eyewitnesses on Fox claimed that it was 2 people who did the shooting. Trump just got betrayed big time. Well, I think that what could have happened was there probably was 2 people shooting. One was the shooter shooting Trump, and the other was the Secret Service shooting him. I think that's why people heard a lot of different shots. According to the gentleman that was the eyewitness that we just played, he had made mention that he saw it happen. He saw the guy shooting it, and then he saw Secret Service take him out. So I want to give a shout out to Secret Service because I was pretty ticked with him at first, but it seemed like they did do a really good job tactically of eliminating the threat, which is what we love to see. I'm gonna play I'm gonna read the official statement released from the White House. They say it's from Joe Biden. We know that mofo ain't typing SH, you know what? Let me say it like this. He ain't typing sugar honey iced tea. You guys probably can't see it, but I'm gonna read it to you. It says, I have been briefed on the shooting of Donald Trump's rally in Pennsylvania. I'm grateful to hear that he's safe and doing well. I'm praying for him and his family and for all those who were at the rally as we await further information. Jill and I are grateful to the Secret Service for getting him to safety. I can't see behind the computer. There's no place for this kind of violence in America. We must unite as one nation to condemn it. I'm sorry, I can't see behind my computer. My camera. So I guess Joe Slow-Mo Biden, somebody wrote for him. But people say, well, this shouldn't be politicized. It is politicized. Because we all know how this ended up happening. They do nothing but talk crazy about Donald Trump. Shout out to Matthew Parker for the $99 super chat. I appreciate it. This is our time to come together as a country. We are the free. We will never be taken by communists or their ideas. 100%. I'm really hoping to God that that's true, because I don't know how people ain't supporting Trump at this point. Let's see who else is calling me. Somebody said, I want this shirt. We probably should make a shirt with Donald Trump. I might make one for him. We can make it right now. Let's get in contact with Nick. Hit Benji in the chat. I'm gonna send you a picture. Hit Benji in the chat. Hit Jay in the chat, or have Benji hit Jay and see if they can mark something up for a shirt. I'm gonna send it to you. I think we should make a shirt. We can probably make it right now. I'll have my staff come in on the weekend and make it. I want to give a big F you to all these people, man. I'm telling y'all, like when I was out to eat, I wasn't as nice as I am right now. I had to get it out of my system. I was so mad. I said, you imagine what I said. I said what you said. I want you to know that. I said what you said. I said, guys, what you were thinking. That's not the right picture. I said exactly what you guys said in your mind. When you heard about what happened, you're like, it's on then. It's on like Donkey Kong. Y'all want to take it there? We could take it there. That's all that I was thinking. Like we're not putting up with this stuff. We got to protect Donald Trump. Donald Trump is our guy, and let these lousy, phony lunatics let them fall by the wayside. Sarge, thank you so much for the super chat. Prayers for Trump and anyone else who got killed. Tatum, I'm from Phoenix. Got 2 restaurants locally. Please come by anytime. Hey, send me a message. I don't know where you can get me at. Send me a message to my email, Sarge. I think you can just go on my website. Go to Tatum Plus. go to TatumPlus.com, and then there's a message link. Shoot me a message on Tatum Plus, and I'll get it. I'd love to come by the restaurant to say what's up to you. What do you think of The View is going to say about this? Y'all know The View going to make every excuse in the world. They're going to say it's Donald Trump's fault. They're going to act like they don't know what happened. F them. Just know that I'm going to make a video about The View as soon as they say something. I'm going to make a video about them. Let's see. Get Benji on the phone, Nick. Call him on Slack. Call him on Slack. Y'all, hold on. I'm trying to do some stuff in the background, so forgive me if I'm kind of cutting. Maybe I'm gonna put the news clip back on the TV. What you need, baby?
Here's a guy who
What's,
tried to help save the person who was shot and killed.
it's a video.
I don't know how to get it to anybody because it's on Twitter.
Send it to David. Yeah, and David to get it to Nick. We all doing it through Slack. So I'm gonna put the news back on here for you guys.
Up to this rally, the parking lots are very full, and so you had people not only hanging around but still trying to leave this area now that it's been secured off and now that we've been escorted out with.
And Rachel, I know you've been to so many of these Trump.
Hey David, thanks so much for the $50 super chat. President Trump is truly the Teflon Don. Yeah, in their face.
You've seen the security. You're familiar with these procedures. And I think the one thing that we've heard from some of the witnesses there, it does not matter your political affiliation here. This is a sad day in this country as we still wait to get more information, especially some of those bystanders, at least one reportedly who lost their life. Rachel Scott for us, thank you so much. We do have a statement from President Biden here, and he writes that I have been briefed on the shooting at Donald Trump's rally in Pennsylvania. I'm grateful to hear that he's safe and doing well, praying for him and his family and for all of those at the rally.
I don't even want to waste my time playing Joe Biden's fake clip that they saying. It's all bull crap. I don't want to hear that bull crap. They full of crap. People are sending me all kind of messages of this Trump thing. I had a shirt that I wanted to do for us to support Trump in this. It's the fist bump shirt. Where the fudge is my shirt at? I just saved it on my phone. How is it just disappeared? Oh, I think I found it. I think I shared it. I don't think this is it though. Huh?
It's got too much blood in it. It might be too crazy.
What? No, I think we good with that. Put that on the screen. I'm gonna play the clip of some news so y'all can hear it while I keep it.
Facility as a few moments ago receiving treatment, but that he was doing fine. Again, we emphasize no life-threatening injury to the president. But again, as of a few minutes ago, the president was still at a medical facility receiving treatment. The FBI is also now going to engage in this investigation. Every effort will be put on identifying, understanding who the shooter was. This attempted shooter was, finding out more about.
Tell Benji to look at my Instagram. One of these. One of these from the Instagram.
Again, converging now, trying to get additional information so that security can be surged for the upcoming conventions. Also, we are getting information that law enforcement will be briefed later in the evening about what took place here. But again, you have a former president of the United States who is the leading candidate, soon to be nominated by his party as their candidate. Someone attempting to apparently kill him. That is the feeling until they can prove that is not the case. That is how law enforcement is operating in this moment.
100% that's the case. I don't care what nobody says. It's clearly the case. It's clearly the case. And I'm not saying that they're trying to deviate from that being the case. We know it's clearly the case. Somebody climb up on the roof and start shooting at Donald Trump and get smoked like a brisket, then we know what they were doing. The media will say that it was a middle-aged Christian that loved assault weapons, red meat, and drive a diesel truck, is what North Alabama said. Thank you for the super chat. I wouldn't be shocked. Wait to see them twisted. Wait to see them twisted up like a pretzel. And try to make it Trump's fault, try to make it gun violence fault. Watch them. When the left is the only ones that do this stuff.
at Trump Tower, 40 Wall Street, Foley Square, and City Hall.
Look at the devil.
Threat, though, in connection to New York at this time. Here comes President Biden. Let's listen.
All the agencies in the federal government as to the situation, based on what we know now. I have tried to get a hold of Donald. He's with his doctors. Apparently he's doing well. I plan on talking to them shortly, I hope, when I get back to the telephone. Look, there's no place in America for this kind of violence. It's sick. It's sick. It's one of the reasons why we have to unite this country. We cannot allow for this to be happening. We cannot be like this. We cannot condone this. And I want to thank the Secret Service and all the agencies, including the state agencies, that have been engaged in making sure that the people we have more detail to come relative to other people maybe injured in the audience. I don't have all that detail. We'll make that available to you. I may be able to come back a little later tonight, but we'll put out a statement if I'm not able to if it's not convenient for you all. But the bottom line is that the Trump rally was a rally that he should have been able to be conducted peacefully without any problem. But the idea that there's political violence or violence in America like this is just unheard of. It's just not appropriate. And everybody must condemn it. Everybody. I'll keep you informed, and if I am able to speak to Donald, I'll let you know that as well. But so far, it appears he's doing well, number one. Number two, that there's thoroughly investigating what happened to anyone else in the audience. We have some reports, but not final reports. And every agency in the federal government, I'm going back to my phone to speak with the federal agencies that are being put together again to give me an updated briefing. Has anything happened? They learned any more in the last couple hours. So thank you very much, and I hope I get to speak to them tonight, and I'll get back to you if I do, okay? I don't know enough to. I have an opinion, but I don't have any facts. So I want to make sure we have all the facts before I make any more comments. Thank you.
Are you worried about was the security failing, Mr. President?
President Biden with that short statement there. Again, he's in Rehoboth, Delaware for the weekend, but released a statement earlier tonight, but coming out before the cameras right now on the microphone saying that there is no place in America for this kind of violence. It's sick. It's sick. And on that political violence, he said everyone must condemn it. President Biden also said that he made a few attempts to try to reach former President Donald Trump, but was not able to, but said that he would like to be able to speak with him at some point when he's able. But again, President Biden reiterating what we've heard time and time again, the calls for calm.
All right, shut the front door. I'll say this. I'm thankful, as mad as I have gotten, I'm incredibly thankful that Donald Trump is alive. If that weenie drinking soy milk all day would have had a little bit of better aim, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. It would be one of the most devastating times of my life and in American history. And you know what? The world would have come crashing. I'm telling you right now, they better be very careful what their next steps are. Because if something happens to Donald Trump, people are not going to be happy. That's all I'm saying. I'm not advocating nothing. I'm telling you what y'all already know. If something happened to Donald Trump, it's going to be viewed as something happening to us all. Thank y'all for the super chats. We got a ton of people super chatting. I can't even keep up with them. I'm going to try to get to some of the yellow super chats. Authentically, I remember we used to, I think it's Authentic Kennedy, but I might be saying it wrong. Let me see if the name is fully there. I remember mentioning you a long time ago. Yeah, Kennedy. Authentic Kennedy. Thank you so much for the super chat. Let me see where I'm going to read this at. Couldn't have been a liberal who did this. They're the party of peace, unity, and no guns. Such hypocrisy. They just lost the election after this stunt. So, I mean, they just lost the election after this stunt. Let's see. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Tatum and Greg are the only two I watch at this point. I appreciate it. Mike H. Guns are used defensively in 2.5 million times per year per the CDC. While this is going on, the VA has been wanting to go after veterans' gun rights, combat vets. Shield, thanks so much for joining the Tatum Squad. Hillary stopped her foot or stumping her foot. The shooter missed. Who put the shooter up to this is the question. Or is he a leftist lunatic like the rest of them, and this is what they do? Let's see. We got some more super chats. Shut up, Biden. I hope President Trump refuses the call. Yeah, I hope he do. I hope he hang up in his face. Let's see. JMB, Tatum. This goes deeper than a lone shooter. I know how these layers of security work. There is no way this was organized by some powerful force. And when I say inside job, it's a group or organization that has the insider security and tactics. That could be the case, or the security and tactics may have been breached. Let's see. If a Democrat liberal don't denounce this sort of rhetoric, they are part of the problem. 100% Pine Tree State. Let's see. The lad C5. We've been saying it. Trump is either going to win or they are going to try to take him out. Nobody deserves this, and all Americans should be upset right now, 100%. They call him Hitler and a threat to democracy. It's Biden that's doing it. Thank you for the super chat. Joshua, thank you. And everybody who's joined the Tatum Squad, thank you. If he was truly against political violence, then he should have condemned anyone calling Trump Hitler and talking about how he's a threat to democracy in America. 100%. If a man is a threat to democracy in America, what they potentially done to him is justified, right? Let's see. Some more super chats. Let's see, Josh, thanks so much for the super chat. I've been following you for a while, and you have really kept my spirits high. I own 3 businesses, and now because of you, I have educated myself more than I ever thought, and I would have more than I thought I would have on politics because of how much it matters. God bless you, Josh. Thanks so much. Congratulations on your business. Let's see, Charles, also Tatum, huge fan of yours. Always, I have a huge belief that the Democrats were behind this. 100%. I mean, Stevie Wonder can see that the Democrats want to take him out. Jason, thanks so much for the super chat. The Sue, thanks so much for the super chat. I don't know how to say your name. Dems are trying to take or make the movies come true. What kind of American are you? One thing that's crazy to me is The Simpsons Show. The Simpsons Show says some very ridiculous things about Trump, and I'm not saying that they're like ridiculous prophecies, and I hope that they do not come true. I think it's wrong that we are so divided. I agree. Who was that? Dunk City? Okay. Who's this? Sebastian Gorka's thing? I'm reading this. Unconfirmed reports shooter is Mark Violets, an Antifa member. Prior to the rally, Mark uploaded a video on YouTube claiming justice is coming. This is unconfirmed. I can't. I'll just tell them, send Nick them a thing. All right, you guys are super chatting me to death, man. I appreciate it. Make sure y'all hit the like button, the like button, the like button. If they can take Trump out, they could take all of us out. I hope that he's coming back strong. Many Western countries are slowly failing to Marxist globalists. We can't let America be next, 100%. John, also, thank you for joining the squad. Let's see. The statement by Biden was 92% AI generated. All right, let's see. God has this man in his hands. He must be protected at all costs. God bless President Trump, and God bless America. Amen and amen. Oh, I can like these comments. I need to hit the like button on all these. Hey, thank y'all so much for the chat. We'll keep going. Let's get back to the news. If you're just now joining, I'm going to try to update you on a few things, and then we'll get back to the news and what they're saying. First of all, Donald Trump is okay. Donald Trump seemed to have a graze wound to his ear. There's eyewitnesses, and go back in my video, and we'll cut these videos up and put it out throughout the next few days. But a gentleman confirmed that he saw the whole thing take place. He saw the guy climb up on the roof. He said he tried to point out to authorities what was happening. The guy climbs on the roof. He fires a couple shots at Donald Trump. Secret Service took him out. That was confirmed. Eyewitness testimony. I showed video of the guy on the roof. And so it appears to be that to be the case. Let me get back to the news here.
To a halt. The campaign announcing that they are trying to pull down. They are going to be pulling down their ads off of the airwaves. But this is a moment where instead of ramping up, you are having the campaigns hit the pause button completely. Now, what will that mean? How will that change this race? Will it change the way the two parties talk about each other going forward? Will it actually bring the country together? All huge questions and things that remain to be seen in the coming days. And just one more thing, Whit. I do think it was interesting. The president there was asked if he thought this was an assassination attempt. He said, I have an opinion, but I don't have any facts.
Yeah, because he's a dummy. He do have facts. He knows it's an assassination attempt. What else is it? What do want to scratch his booty with some AR-15s? Come on, it's an assassination attempt. You don't need to know facts to know that's what it is. What do you think he was doing? What do you think he was doing? And it's funny, how do I know more than the president knows? Come on, give me an effing break. He know more than we know, and they just won't say anything. Let's see. How dare Biden imply it's anything except an assassination attempt? 100%. They know what it is. White House translate. Dang it, we effed that up too. Just imagine, man, they trying to get the man, they can't get him because God is protecting him, and we gonna.
The second individual that was removed from the scene is in what I would say serious condition. I don't know their condition at this point, but we do have at least two spectators that sustained injuries, or obviously the first one passed away from the shooter.
Forgive me, just to confirm, so the shooter is dead. You noted that, but earlier we reported possibly two spectators were killed. So now you're saying, just to clarify, one was shot and killed, another one sustained serious injuries. Their condition at this point, unknown?
Yes.
Do we know anything about this shooter?
At this point, no.
Is it a man?
I don't even know if it's male or female, to be honest with you. So
okay, so we don't know if it was male or female. Was the shooter? Is it believed that the shooter was actually in the venue, or fired the shots from outside?
I can confirm the shooter was not within the venue. The shooter was on the roof of a building that was adjacent to the venue, and so they would not have had to go through the security process of entering the rally and be subject to the search and everything.
Forgive me, I was just getting some information in my ear as you were speaking. So the shooter not in the venue, on the roof adjacent to the venue. So is it believed then that some of these other shots that we heard witnesses describe, that was law enforcement returning fire? Was it law enforcement who took the shooter out?
That I can't confirm.
That's a yes?
No, I can't confirm that.
Okay, so it's not clear how the shooter died.
Correct. At this point, we don't know. I don't know. How about that? I don't know at this point.
Fair enough. I understand. And forgive me, I know it's a fluid situation and information is coming in piece by piece.
Extremely, yes.
Richard, just your take in general. This is obviously a tragic moment in this country. I mean, not only do we have this act of political violence.
Here, let me jump in real quick. A couple people are joining, and people are slightly confused about what happened. If you are just now tuning in, I just want to keep repeating this for people that are just joining. Donald Trump is okay. The shooter is passed. Two of the spectators were shot, one fatally. The other one is in serious critical condition. We don't know who the shooter is at this point. Sebastian Gorka wrote on his page that he knows of, or it's unconfirmed, but it's potentially a person who's a part of Antifa. The guy climbed up on the roof outside of the venue. He fired shots at Donald Trump, and it looked like the Secret Service took him out immediately. Now, one of the people who wrote a super chat, and thank you so much for the super chat, Nuke said, I'm confused. The officers weren't posted on every roof. Officers typically will not post on every roof, but they should be surveilling every roof. They should monitor each roof, which confirmed they may have, because the guy, I guess, came later and climbed up on the roof. To me, it was a breach. I mean, Donald Trump has to switch his whole Secret Service team up. That like for Secret Service not to be completely panning like this every time is insane. Nick, I need that. For Secret Service not to be hold on. I knocked my earpiece out. Hold on, y'all. For Secret Service not to be panning at all times is insane to me. I don't know how that's even possible. Or the SWAT team or some tactical team that's on a rooftop, they should be panning like this. It's their whole job. You're not watching the rally. You're not listening to Donald Trump so eloquently talk about how he's going to save America. That's not your job. You're supposed to be doing this. You have an angle where you have 365 degrees or at least 180 degrees of what's in the sphere of activity, panning back and forth. By the time he hit that roof, they should have been on his ash, if you know what I'm saying. By the time he hit the roof, they should have been on him. They should have scanned here. They should have been on him. Can we put something over it? Like just another image over top of it? Would I be over it if I popped it up on the screen? No, I wouldn't. Would I? Could I cover it?
Yeah, I'm gonna find something.
Oh, because you can see if I'm over it right here, Nick.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Think I cover his hand with my hand like this? Look.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do that.
If you want to do that, yeah, that's fine.
All right. All right, guys. So I'm covering up Mr. Dum Dum as he leaves his body and goes to hell. But this is a image of the trailer. I mean, the building that he must have got on top of. That's him dressed, it looked like in white shorts, gray shirt with American flag on it. It says something on his shirt. I don't know what it says on the shirt. And this looked like the tactical team that took him out. I'm pretty sure he went right through his eardrum. Because I can see the image. You can't see the image. I don't want YouTube to ban me from the image, but the person is laying under my hand, and the tactical team went up on the roof to assess the issue, and he is no longer with us, and he's with his daddy, the devil. Okay. I can see the picture. Look like he got a black belt on, white cargo jeans. He's like a white kid with dirty knees because he probably climbed up on the roof. It looked like he got something coming out his ears, which is probably an earshot. He got an American flag on the sleeve of his shirt. It looked like American flag. If it is, the video must be turned because the American flag is backwards on the sleeve of his shirt. It should always be from left. Well, no, it should always be leading front. So it is right on his shirt. It should always be leading in the front. So that idiot is out. That was a picture of him. I'm pretty sure you guys not gonna see that anywhere else, but on our channel. I feel like we've been doing a really good job. I want y'all to give a round of applause and support to my team. They're all over this. They're getting me real-time information. My wife is a rock star. She getting me real-time information. Nick is doing this thing. David is doing this thing. And Benji, our e-commerce manager, is doing his thing because we're going to put together a shirt. And if you want it, you can get it. If you don't want it, don't get it. But I think that I want to just keep railing these people. Keep pushing it in their face. They have no choice but to acknowledge the fact that we're going to take this country back. Somebody did a super chat. Thanks so much for super chat. It says it sound very much like a 22 caliber. Pretty close by. What are your thoughts, Tatum? I'm not sure. I'm a gun guy, but I'm not that much a gun guy. You know, we kind of hear the pops in the background. So if he's far at a distance, you're not going to hear the pops like you would if you were close up. Because obviously that bullet is traveling faster than the speed of sound. So you're not going to hear it until it's already past you. And that's why when it went whizzing by Donald Trump's head, it already caught him, and then it probably hurt because the overpressure from that bullet flying by his head like that, it probably actually hit his head. And that overpressure of it going by his head probably hurt his eardrums. And that could be why he was disoriented when he first got up. So I'm not sure what caliber weapon it is, but it's very interesting. Let's go back to the news real quick. All right, I'm gonna go back to the news and play it real quick.
Keep trying to get in, but we will learn more on that too. Any kind of investigation going forward, which will take weeks, months, probably years, how this happened.
Yes, this is just the very beginning. Martha Raddatz, thank you so much. I do want to go back to another witness here, Stephen Lasco, who was at the Trump rally. Stephen, if you can hear me, I understand you were only about 100 feet away from the former president. Describe what you saw and what you heard.
About 100 feet away from him, could see his face. He was right there talking, having a good time. And, you heard one shot, two shot. It sounded like bang, nothing crazy. And then you heard maybe 3 or 4 more, and that's when everyone got quiet, started panicking. Trump dropped right to the floor. I guess Secret Service jumped on top of him and shielded him. But, as soon as everyone in the crowd figured out what was going on, we all ducked, and my buddies just jumped on top of me, piled on top of me. And we had no idea what was going on. You're in total shock. You're shook, and, you can't feel your legs. But we were trying to decide if we wanted to get up and run, and we had really no idea what to do. And next thing you know, you see bullets, or you hear bullets flying, and I believe a bullet hit the hydraulic lift that was holding up the speakers, and that thing almost collapsed. There was hydraulic fluid and water spitting everywhere all over the crowd. And then before you know it, everyone just gets up and starts running. But
and
Trump
Stephen,
did stand.
Oh, forgive me. I'm sorry. There's a little bit of a delay, but on that note about everybody getting up and running, we're actually showing video that you shot on your cell phone. And this is the moment with people running.
Hey, just so you guys know, somebody wrote a super chat to me and said, make sure you capture the BBC interview before they scrub it. I already have it in this video. We're going to go through this video as soon as the live stream is over. We're going to cut the videos and we're going to put them out because there's different aspects that are confirmed, and we're going to do that. All right, let me get back to the news.
There's ATVs and UTVs flying and ambulances and all that kind of stuff. And we're trying to figure out how to get out of there and get home. But we made it. And when we walked out to the road, they had, police blocking everything off. And we actually found out where the building was that the shooter was shooting from. They had it all taped off. I guess it was like an agricultural warehouse, something like that. So, it was pretty scary. It's like you're in the movies.
Stephen, forgive me again. I'm sorry. There's a little bit of a delay with the connection, but did you say that you were able to see the building that the shooter was allegedly perched on top of here? You said it was taped off by law enforcement. What did it look like?
It was like kind of like an airplane hangar, maybe, like a warehouse for agricultural equipment, I guess. ARC, AGC, something like that on the side. But once we were out, maybe 30, 40 minutes after, they were taping it off, investigating it. They had the dogs going and all that stuff. But there was traffic jams everywhere. It was kind of hard to.
How far away was that area from where the former president was standing?
Maybe 300, 400 yards, maybe less, honestly.
And Stephen, when you hear that people who were there in the crowd with you, other bystanders, at least one, maybe more, were killed, how does that make you feel?
Honestly, still kind of numb to it. It's hard to process all this. Your heart rate is through the roof, but best wishes for their family, and they were supporting the country that they love. And in the meantime, it's definitely sad, and it's heartbreaking, honestly.
And Stephen, we've been hearing from people on both sides of the aisle, Republicans, Democrats, independent candidate, RFK Jr., and all with the same sentiment, condemning political violence, saying there's no place in this country for something like this. And I just wonder, from your perspective too, you're out there, you're exercising your right to support a candidate. What message do you have for people out there? Because the country is at this political boiling point. There's so much division and anger and hatred right now from one side and the other. What would you like to tell people?
At the end of the day, whether you're on the left, the right, the center, or you don't believe in politics at all, we all still put our pants on in the morning. We all breathe the air and go to work, and a lot of these issues, in 10 years, no one even thinks about them or cares about them. So we're all people at the end of the day, and it's not worth taking someone's life over political beliefs or.
And I agree with what he said. There's a couple super chats I want to get to just real quick. I was just showing you. Let's see. Y'all done super chatted me out, man. God dang. I don't think I can get to all of them. I apologize. But, man, y'all got so many I can't even keep up with them. Let's see. Good Cat says I guess the picture of Trump's ear bleeding, fist in the air, flag in the background needs to be a shirt now. It's iconic. Visual battle cry. So we're actually making a shirt as we speak. As soon as he give me the mock-up, I'll have the shirt available for whoever want to get one. And we'll give you a good discount on it too. So, you know, I'm not in it to really make money off of it. You know, I just really want to, obviously we got to pay our people to do it and produce it. But I really want to get whoever want it, because I think we need to show solidarity and that everybody know that we know what happened, and people need to stop being afraid of supporting Donald Trump, afraid of just coming out and saying, I got his back. I know that he's for the people, and we're going to keep effing fighting. That's what I want people to articulate and to be apparent in everyday walk of life. We not putting up with it no more. And for everybody that want to support Trump, we're going to support him to the end. You like that one? That's a green light? Okay, let's put that on the shirt. All right, so my wife, she green light the shirt. So we'll have it up on the site here, and I'll show it to you guys if you're interested. Okay, who is going to be held responsible for inciting an assassination attempt on the president? Like y'all, this is a time where I really do think Democrats and Republicans need to kind of get their stuff together, because an assassination attempt is no good for the country. I'm telling you guys what happened if Trump gets assassinated. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty whatsoever. And I don't want Joe Biden for it to happen to Joe Biden either. I think that I don't want to see this. Just put your big boy pants on, get in the race, and take that L. That's all I want to see. May the best man win. We don't need none of that nefarious stuff going on in the election. We don't need none of that happening. We need the best person to win. And I think Donald Trump is the best person. Line up, strap up, boot up, and let's go vote. And let's get these cowards out of here. Stop straddling the fence. Stop playing the game. Get these weenies out of here, man. They're going to ruin America with all this LGBTQ stuff, all this old bull crap that they pushing. We need to get these folks out of here, man. They need to be done, and finished. And the way you do it is not through violence, but through the process, through a constitutional republic. That means that when it's time to vote, you put your pants on and go vote. Mail that thing in, ship that thing in, vote early, vote as often as legal. I'd say vote, unless you got a Democrat that's in your district that's doing right by the people and you trust them, vote Republican all the way down the ballot. Now, if somehow you got a Democrat that's doing what's right, then maybe, just maybe, you can support him. We're going to get that shirt up on the site here soon. Grateful for my team. If you want it, I'm going to present it to you. Go get it. If you don't want it, don't buy it. I just want to give a big middle finger to these people. And I know people don't like me saying that because I'm a Christian. Maybe I'm going to repent tonight. But I just want them to know that we ain't taking it. We stand in solidarity. We're going to support the president. The end. Let's see. It says rumor has it that he's still going to the UFC event. That would be crazy, bro. Nah, the UFC event is in the UK this Saturday. So I don't know what UFC event he's going to go to, but the UFC event is in the UK. Now, the UFC is a lot more protected than this because it's indoors. This is an outdoor event. It's very hard to protect in an outdoor event. Somebody climbs up on a building from, I don't know, 500 yards away, and it can be very difficult. Thank you guys for the super chats. It says thank you to the media team of Officer Tatum. Mike, it says Mike could be a little better, but I'm not complaining. You are amazing people. What's wrong with the mic? Memento, is it too loud or low, or maybe because I'm yelling right into the mic? I mean, I have to say that's the first time I heard of the mic being an issue. Okay, maybe this is just phone. Let's see. We the people are now more emboldened. Trump 2024. PS volume is very. Thank you, Tatum. Somebody said something about the volume. I don't know. We listened to it on our end. It sounds good. All right, perfect. Well, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to put the news back on. Give me a quick second. I got to run to the banyo real quick. I'll be right back.
Many members that were inside, many of the Trump supporters are still waiting to leave here with.
Yeah, you get the sense as we've been talking to them one after another, many still in shock. I mean, how do you process such a thing,
Yeah.
right? Something you don't expect like this act of violence. Rachel Scott Forrest, once again, thank you so much. I do want to bring in John David Longo, the mayor of Slippery Rock, who was with former President Trump right before the rally. Mayor, if you can hear me, where were you when the shots rang out?
I was just left of the stage, sir. So to the right of the president, I was front row there, right on the barrier when the shots rang out, and still trying to piece that together. You know, I heard those sounds, and immediately I thought I knew what I heard, but I didn't want to believe it. And I thought for sure it might have been a firecracker or a gag. But by the time I heard the second one, my ears recognized the sound, and it's just a very sad situation to be in. I put my wife down to the ground and covered her up, and everybody around us, we're making sure that everybody was low to the ground and staying still and out of the way, so that our law enforcement officers and Secret Service could understand the situation. While I also was scanning, because we weren't quite sure exactly at that time where the fire was coming from.
And forgive me, Mayor, I couldn't hear you for a second. Did you say that as you were hearing the gunshots and everybody dove to the ground, that you dove down and tried to cover up your wife?
I did. I tried to cover up my pregnant wife. We just found out we were expecting a few weeks ago, and I came here with her and my family today to come and bring them to hear President Trump speak. And my wife and I were blessed enough to be able to meet the president 15, 20 minutes before he took the stage, and had a pleasant conversation with him, and it was all smiles. And of course, that was stolen from us when this maniac decided to do what he did. And unfortunately, somebody in the bleachers right behind us was murdered by this monster.
And what's your reaction to that, to learn?
Thank you guys so much for the super chats. I had to get around the restroom real quick. My mother-in-law just sent me something. Huh?
Yeah, Candace has a lot of people on her live stream.
Oh yeah, I see it. I think she just ended it.
We're doing good though. We hit 20,000.
Let me let me see. Trump campaign just made a statement. Fox News is doing it. Let's go to Fox. Let's see if we can put Fox on here. And then we're going to try to cover Donald Trump's campaign statement, and then we're probably going to skedaddle. Y'all just stay tuned. Benji still working? If we could just find a statement, I think that'd be fine. We're looking for Trump's campaign made a statement about what's happening. We're trying to cover that statement as quickly as possible. Yeah, somebody said that super chat, this is a security breach. How could somebody get that close? It definitely was a security breach. I mean, civilians are seeing this guy climb up on top of the roof, and they're saying, look, the guy's climbing on top of the roof with an AR-15. He had enough time to climb up, set up, stage, fire shots. Somebody messed up, and we need to get to the bottom of it. And our God is my witness. If somebody was complicit in this, they need to be put down. It's going to be interesting to see how the media tries to twist it and make it seem like nothing, or how Trump getting shot affects Democrats. 100%. I think that's exactly what they're going to do. Y'all hit the like button, hit the like button. Hey, thank you all for everybody that joined the Tatum Squad. Anybody that joined the Tatum Squad will automatically get a membership to Tatum Plus. I'm going to just, bring you right over. And I want to make sure that you knew that, just in case you want to join. And it's not just on this live. Anytime you join, I'm going to try to put it in the chat to all of the members. And if you pay double, we'll try to get you a prorated discount back. Just make it large, because it's small. It'll be. That's fine. I'll try to do what we did last time. All right, here's the statement from Donald Trump. Make America Great Again. It says, President Trump thanks law enforcement and first responders for their quick action during this heinous, am I saying it right? Heinous act. He is fine and is being checked out at a local medical facility. Let me see, I can't see. More details to follow. We'll follow. Y'all, I got a camera that's like right here, so I can't see these words on my TV. But Donald Trump came out and made a statement, so this is Donald Trump's statement.
People are reporting that Trump is going to the UFC fight tonight.
UFC fights in Great Britain. It's in the UK. Yeah, people are saying that he's going to the UFC fight, and the UFC fight is in the UK. Now, if he's finna go to the UFC fight in UK, shout out to Donald Trump. Let's see. Somebody said, Derek, you a clown. All right, you guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Stay tuned on Tatum Store. My guy's working on putting. Oh, we got it on there now. Let's go to it real quick, just in case people want to see it. Just go to it real quick. So if you want to get this shirt, I'm gonna do a discount for you, just so everybody will have it. Okay, perfect. So you guys use code FIGHT24 and get 24% off the shirt. So if you guys are interested in getting the Trump shirt, you put in discount code FIGHT24, get 24% off the shirt. So if anybody's interested in it, if you're not, that's fine with me. But if you want to support Donald Trump, and shout out to my team, you can get the shirt right here, Never Surrender. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. Let me zoom in on it. That's fine. I think people see it. I think if I wasn't full screen, it'll let me zoom. But yeah, it says Never Surrender on it, Donald Trump. I think this is an iconic video of Donald Trump, or at least an iconic presentation of Donald Trump. If you want to support, go on and do it. 24% off. Make sure you put that discount code in. I don't want nobody paying full price. I want to help y'all out. So FIGHT24, get 24% off this particular item, and it's I think it's only on this shirt. So if you want to support Trump, do it. God bless Trump. God bless America. And we got to keep fighting a good fight. Screw these people. We're going to win. And there's no doubt in my mind that we are going to take this thing over and win this election. God bless Trump. We got to pray for Trump. Pray that Trump stay safe. Pray that, that these things did not afflict Trump. I think that God was protecting him. That little soy boy didn't have his grip strength right, so he missed Trump by a hair. I mean, literally grazed his ear a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. That could have been a fatal shot. Other people passed at this event, so other people had gotten shot and killed. Donald Trump was protected. Overall, great job from Secret Service. But if you want the shirt, go on and get it. FIGHT24, get 24% off the shirt. God bless you. God bless America. I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm out.